Welcome to session 6. Before we start, I want to be straightforward with you. This is the hardest session in the series. Not because the content is extreme, it isn't, but because of the specific type of anxiety it targets. The fear of being looked at, evaluated, seen. If you've come this far through the series, you've already built real tolerance. You've stayed with trigger phrases, illustrated scenarios, photographs, audio, and video from the observer angle. All of that was preparation for this. SUDS check before we begin. Rate your SUDS, 0 to 10, right now. Take a breath, set the number. What makes direct gaze different? I want to explain what happens in your midbrain when someone looks directly at you and why this particular stimulus is so activating for social anxiety. Direct eye contact is one of the most powerful social signals humans produce. It signals attention, intention, and evaluation. When someone makes sustained eye contact with you, your social brain registers it immediately and begins assessing. What do they want? What do they think? What does this mean? For people without social anxiety, neutral eye contact is usually processed as benign. Someone is looking at you. Okay, so what? For people with social anxiety, the same neutral gaze gets processed through a threat-biased lens. They're looking because something's wrong. They're evaluating and finding you lacking. You need to break the eye contact before they see whatever it is they're looking for. The result is gaze avoidance, one of the most common and self-defeating behaviours in social anxiety. You avoid eye contact to reduce the threat of being evaluated, but avoidance prevents your amygdala from learning that the gaze wasn't actually threatening. In this session, you're going to be looked at directly, sustained, with nowhere to hide. Your job is to hold the gaze. Don't look away, don't close the tab, stay in contact. One rule for the session. I'm going to make this a rule for the session. When each clip plays, I want you to return the gaze. Look back. Don't look down or to the side. Look at whoever is looking at you. This is behavioral activation working alongside the exposure. Returning someone's gaze, even in a video clip, gives your amygdala a different experience than flinching away from it. It's a small act of not hiding. Ready? Hold their gaze. Stay with it. Notice what your body wants to do. Notice the automatic thoughts arriving. What are they thinking? What do they see? Why are they looking at you? These are the questions social anxiety can never answer satisfactorily because it always defaults to threat. Stay with the questions without answering them. Just look back. A group now, all looking at you. Notice how the experience changes when there are multiple sets of eyes. Social anxiety typically finds groups more threatening than individuals, more potential evaluators, more witnesses to whatever mistake you might make. Hold the gaze. Look back at all of them. The unreadable expression. Social anxiety hates ambiguity. The slight expression could mean anything. Your threat system will pick the most dangerous interpretation. Notice which one it chooses. Look back. Stay. Your SUDS might be higher now than at any point in the series so far. That's expected. Direct gaze from multiple sources is significantly more activating than observer angle footage. You're still here. Keep going. An audience, all looking at you, waiting. You're at the front of the room. This is the scenario. Right here. Right now. Hold it. Don't look away. Let the discomfort be exactly as big as it is.
What do you think?
They're asking you something, and they're waiting for your answer. That pause, the expectation directed at you, everything in the room waiting on what you'll say next. Let the pause run its full length. Stay in it. The moment of joining, everyone turning to look as you arrive. The full weight of collective attention before the room resumes its rhythm. Look back at all of them. Stay. That's the session. Rate your SUDS now, 0 to 10. How does it compare to where you started the session? And if this is a repeat run, how does your end rating compare to last time? If this was your first run through session 6, I'd expect your end SUDS to still be elevated. That's fine. The first exposure to a new level of the hierarchy usually ends before full habituation has happened. Repeat the session. What you just did. You maintained direct eye contact with faces that your social anxiety system coded as threatening. You didn't look away. You stayed in contact. That's the opposite of what social anxiety wants you to do. And every time you do the opposite of what anxiety instructs, you're giving your amygdala new information about whether the threat prediction was accurate. Session 7 is the final exposure session in this series. It's the worst case scenario, the thing at the top of the fear ladder. Before you go there, spend time here. Make sure your end SUDS on this session has come down noticeably before you move forward. I'll see you in session 7.